What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful Thursday. I'm doing well myself. I come across a story right here that comes out of the Atlantic Black Star, okay? And it's ever so reminiscent of this white lady by the name of Susan Smith. She was 40 years old from South Carolina, who lied and said two black men that were carjackers took her children from her and actually ended their lives. When it turned out she was the one that, ended her own children's life. Other words, blaming and lying on a black man. Two black men. Well, in this particular case, we have a 20-year-old white woman by the name of Madison McKenzie. She did the same thing. Two black men. Okay? Let's get into the story right here. And it reads, can she get additional time for racism? White woman who lied about two black men attacking her on Michigan Trail arrested for making false police reports. Okay. It said that this happened like 3 days ago. It says here, St. John's, Michigan police on Thursday arrested a 20-year-old woman who 3 days earlier claimed she was the victim of an attack on a popular walking trail. The Lansing State Journal reports Madison McKenzie Wright faces 2 felony charges of false report of a felony, say St. John's police, who determined her story did not align with evidence accumulated to substantiate her statements. Wright's bond was set at $5,000, a measly $5,000. It's too bad it wasn't more. Okay, and I guess this is a picture of the trail that this alleged attack, which turns out to be a lie, happened at. It says here Fred Meyer Clinton Trail. And like I said, she lied. To continue here, Wright told police she was walking alone on the Fred Meyer Clinton Trail just after midnight on Monday when she was confronted by 2 male subjects who approached her from a wooded area north of the trail. A fantastic lie. Okay, listen to this. Wright said the men tried to grab her and added that one slashed at her with a pocket knife. She described the men as 6 foot tall, thin, wearing black hooded sweatshirts, black pants, and black skin. Black skin. Listen to this shit. Always trying to blame our men, wrote one commenter on X. So much for believing all women. Wright reported the attack 12 minutes after she alleged it had happened. In a statement, St. John's police said officers searched the area at 1:05 a.m. about 45 minutes after Wright claimed the incident occurred. They found no one. Okay, look here. Had 2 black men did all this to her, she would have come up missing, or either they just would have found her where she was. That's how you know right there it was a lie. How was she going to fight off 2 black men and one slashed at her with a knife? You see, that's basically how you know she was lying. Okay. Now to continue here, a follow-up investigation confirmed Wright had not been truthful, said police, who warned the public against believing everything they read on social media. The St. John Police Department would like to assure the community that the safety of the city is a fundamental priority. Police said in a statement. The inaccurate and speculative social media posts related to this incident resulted in significant concerns for the community. The department urges residents to rely on information issued by the department, which will be distributed in a timely and situationally appropriate manner. Police added extra patrols to the trail after Wright's claims. The next day, a woman posted on Facebook that her niece's friend had been attacked by 3 guys with knives and was lucky and got away, but was beat up and very traumatized. Okay? The post caused plenty of anxious and some accusations that St. John's police weren't keeping the public properly informed. One woman committed, and we feel so safe in our little town. It can happen anywhere. See, these people lying, man. You know, I mean, I'm gonna tell you something else. Now I looked all over the internet here for an image of this Madison Mackenzie Wright. I cannot find not one picture of her. Not one. Why are you concealing her identity? You know, ain't that what you do with criminals when you catch them? You post a mugshot. We don't see that on here. You know, see, I know this is a bunch of bull, okay? And that's just what it is. Let's continue. St. John's residents were understandably upset when they learned the report was false. Can she get additional time added for adding that dash of racism into her false report? Question, wrote one woman. Summing up the case, one man commented, okay now, take your guns home, put away the pitchforks and torches, and wait for the real facts till you all want to throw the SJPD under the bus. When something that appears to be serious, often it may very well be. Investigators obviously bring out the truth. This young lady needs some help, and I hope she gets what is ever needed to put her on track in life. Ain't no help for her but prison, and they need to go ahead and give her some time for lying, because hey, this goes way back. You know, lying on a black man. Okay, I think it was somewhere back in 1920s, some 1930s. They lied on a 12-year-old boy, black boy, that he harmed, took out 2 little white girls, right? He didn't do that. And they put him in the electric chair. You see what I'm talking about? Capital punishment. You see? His life was lost for a lie. And then years later, they come talking about it was a lie and they pardoned him. Okay? See, when you go out and you tell lies and then you get caught, pointing fingers at people, accusing people of crimes that they didn't commit, you in turn yourself should get the same punishment that they would have got. You know, and that's just what it is. Mystery woman Madison Mackenzie Wright. They need to throw the book at your ass. You need to do about 10 to 20 for lying. And that's just all there is to it. That's the way I feel about it. But what say you people? I like to hear your comment. Well, I like to see your comment. That's if you can comment, you know, on this situation right here. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.